8:36. We've got a very important conversation we're about to have about navigating crossroads, those tough decisions that we face in life. Let's get some guidance now. When you know it's time to move on, we have with us Emily P. Freeman. She's the author of How to Walk Into a Room, The Art of Knowing When to Stay and When to Walk Away. Emily, I love how you're framing this book. You picture it kind of like a house with different rooms. And for all of us, whether it's a relationship, a job, whatever it is, there are certain times when it is time to go. And how do you know how to navigate that?
You know, Hoda, don't we wish it was easy?
Yeah.
And if it were, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But life is sort of like a house, and all of our commitments and relationships hold a story. So what do we do when we wonder, is it time to move on or stay? And I have found that to simplify this, it helps to have a framework.
Okay.
So there is a very simple framework using the word pray, P.R.E.Y, that we can follow in order to kind of navigate this decision. It starts with point and call, which is asking ourselves some really important questions.
Okay.
Next is to remember your path, to look back, to remember kind of where have I been. The best indicator for future decisions are decisions we've already made.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
And then acknowledging presence. Where can I seek wisdom? Is it from my community, from God? Don't forget the inner wisdom that you bring with you into the room. And then finally, yield to the arrows, which is really another way of saying, what's my next right thing?
What's the next thing? When you're making a big move, whether it's leaving a relationship, changing jobs or whatever, I mean, I like to call it sort of repotting. You're like pulling yourself up by the roots and you're scared because in that moment, you're like, am I going to die? There's no sun up here. I don't have any water, any soil before you find yourself in what may be a more nourishing place. But sometimes your initial place seems safe and comfortable and you don't have to worry about it. So you can understand the tendency to like put it off. I don't need to make any changes at that point.
Absolutely. And I found that if you don't know what to do, the best thing to do instead of forcing an answer is to begin to ask yourself some questions. For example, asking yourself, is this a room where are there things I'm avoiding in this room? What we avoid holds a lot of power and can give us a lot of information.
Tell me about that.
Because oftentimes we stay in rooms. In order to stay in that room, we have to turn a blind eye to some things. So if you open up your eyes and ask yourself, what am I avoiding?
What am I avoiding? Yeah, that's
It can give us a lot of information.
Okay,
Another question we can ask is, what's good and beautiful in this room? It's easier to leave rooms when everything is terrible.
Yeah.
And sometimes we convince ourselves that
it's horrible. Let me get the heck out of here.
But the truth is usually rooms are not all good or all bad, that there's a little bit of both. So if you do decide to leave, it's important to go with your eyes open and name, what are the gifts here?
Okay. And what else? I like the one about being yourself.
Listen, if you're in a room and the people who know you the best were to show up, if they don't recognize you, if you have to change yourself in such a way that you're really not being who you fully are, that's a red flag.
And what's the final one?
Speaking of red flags, pay attention to what they are. Tiny red flags will not shrink. They only grow. But not every hesitation is a red flag, so it's important to discern the difference.
Okay, and how do you know? How would you know? Is it just trial and error?
How do you know? It is? Well, I think it is. And it's time.
Yeah.
And it's paying attention to, is there one red flag? Are there many red flags?
Yeah.
There's lots of clues along the way.
Some people, sometimes I think jumping without a net is one of the most beautiful things in life. It's like, you want to have security, but sometimes if your foot's halfway in a door, it's like sometimes there are women who say, I can't meet anyone new. It's like, you've been talking to your ex-boyfriend once a week for the last 6 months. There's no room for him.
Cut it off.
So you kind of have to clear the way and make room.
Yeah.
So when you are walking into a room, so let's kind of end on that note. What's the best way to enter a new space?
I keep three things in mind. I want to walk in as a leader. We are all leaders, even if we're not in charge. We're charged with leading ourselves.
Okay.
As a listener, the best way to lead is to lead by listening. Don't walk into a room saying all the words.
Right.
Walk in as a listener. And there's something really beautiful about not having to be the smartest person in the room. And then finally, walk in as your own friend. The reality is that, we always are going to be walking into rooms and leaving rooms and finding new ones. But if we can do so with compassion towards ourselves and remember that really, no matter if that we decide to stay or to go, the most important thing is the person we're becoming as we make our decisions.
And if you're growing, you're always changing rooms. I mean, that's just the nature of all of it. This is a great book, Emily.
Thanks,
Thank you
Hoda.
so much for coming to see us. Please check out this book. It's called How to Walk Into a Room. Head to today.com/books.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.